My officer was my late wife, Tina Griswold. She was with the Lakewood Police Department. She was just full of laughter and love and wanted to have fun. Great mom, great wife.
My husband was Deputy Daniel McCartney with the Pierce County Sheriff's Department. Carrying on his legacy and his name is mostly for my boys. Like, I want them to know that their dad died a hero. He was a hero. He gave his life for the community and our country when he served in the U.S. Navy.
It's been a long journey. It's been a difficult journey. He was an immigrant from Romania. Him and his dad came over. He became a U.S. citizen. When he got out of the military, he wanted to continue his calling to help people. So he joined the patrol. And on February 23rd, 2012, he was shot and killed on a traffic stop.
In August of 2008, Nelson, who was recently promoted to be sergeant in Ellensburg Police Department, contracted hantavirus, and he contracted it in June but didn't become symptomatic till August. And then once he did become symptomatic, it was less than a week before he passed.
Behind the Badge Foundation means that our officers who were lost will always be remembered, that the families, the coworkers, the agencies that they leave behind are always honored, and that we keep them in our hearts and that they won't be forgotten.
We provide services for our families, not only during a line of duty death, but even to the extent of before and how we prepare, but then after. We support our families for as long as they need that, and sometimes that's a long time, and we're there for them, and we're really there for the entire law enforcement community and the communities that they serve.
The way that they kind of stay behind the scenes, so the honor is all for the officers and the surviving families and the agencies and the communities. I think that's super important too.
Behind the Badge, the foundation, it kind of gives you a community of people with a lot of similarities, which is kind of, at first you feel like you have no one, you're kind of lost out there, but when you start meeting with Behind the Badge, they're very empathetic.
We've been able to push through with things like this that Behind the Badge does. It just helps remind me that we're not alone. Nobody's alone in this journey. Behind the Badge has always been there to support us. They supported us when we went back to DC to have Tony's name on the wall, and they've continued to support us through survivor events.
They relentlessly pursue people in a loving way and invite them to community, even when they may prefer to be withdrawing. I found them to be always open-handed, always welcoming, and it doesn't matter how long or what your relationship was to the officer, they're always inviting you to a community that understands and supports you where you are.